I could tell she'd been sleeping with the stars. Well, hello, I am Dawn. Yes, I've seen you around. I just live down from here. She has a dad she does not know, who sends her letters with no return address. I don't know his name, he don't know my face. I am better off this way. On the weekends, well, I drive her into town in a car that I borrowed from my mom. She makes hotel beds where the sidewalk ends, and I wait for her to come home. Please come home. Then one day she finally stops coming around. My best friend says she probably moved out of town. Not a letter was sent, not a phone call was made, and I hope she comes back here someday, someday. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Anyone have any questions for me?
Who is that a picture of on your phone?
This is my friend Richard Swift. He's a producer, an engineer. He lives in Portland, not Portland, Oregon, but Cottage Grove, Oregon. He produced my last record, St. Bartlett, and he is producing my newer record that'll be out sometime next spring. So, yeah, I like to pay tribute to people I know. And he's one of my favorites. So yeah, Richard Swift.
When did you get started in music? Like, did you always think you were going to be a musician?
No, actually, in high school, well, first of all, I will say, on a side note, it's really bizarre being in a high school because I didn't like high school. And when I was in high school, I spent most of my time either in classes like this or I was hanging out in the library trying to fill my brain with information of stuff that I wanted to know more about. I didn't care about history, I didn't care about math, I didn't care about science or social science, and none of that stuff. So I hung out in the library, and I got failing grades because of it, and barely graduated. I graduated by the skin of my teeth, but I remember spending all of my time studying people like Picasso and Jackson Pollock. I originally wanted to be a painter. That was my thing. I wanted to be a painter. But music came by accident because the year that I dropped out of high school, I was living in an attic space and it was too hot up there for me to live in and paint in. So I was living on the couch downstairs with my friend and was painting down there, but the fumes of the paint in the paint thinner were too much for the roommates that I was with. And so my friend, who was an established musician, said to me, "You should try playing guitar." And I said, "I don't know how to play guitar. I have no interest in music." "You should give it a try because your painting is driving us crazy, So I did that, and then he just showed me like 2 or 3 chords, and all of a sudden I was like, I was prolific. I just started writing, and then but the entire time I was like, I just want to do painting. I kept fighting it, you know, but the songs kept coming and coming, and then finally I was like, all right, well, okay. So I just gave up painting, and decided I'd paint pictures with words instead, you know. So, yeah, that's how I ended up doing what I'm doing. But I did graduate. That's the thing. So I went back. I did go back to high school, and I did graduate, finally. So, yeah.